Hey guys, I am back with another drawing tutorial, and in this video I am going to show you how to ink your anime drawing and obviously traditionally ink it. I don't use Photoshop for anything. I actually don't have Photoshop on my computer. So, I know you guys, probably some of you guys are saying, or wondering where the video that I said I was going to do in my last video on how to draw clothing folds and fabric, and I did actually try to do a video on that a few days ago, but it really got messed up. It was way too long, and my hair was in the way half the time, or a third of the time my head was in the way, and anyway, it was just a big wreck. So I got really frustrated with that because I really worked hard on the video, but it turned out to be just a load of crud. So anyway, I am back, and this was the finished product of my last failed attempt at video. So anyway, I decided just to ink it. And I'm going to show you in this video how inking can either make or break your drawing, and I'll show you some techniques that I've learned and just give you some tips along the way. So feel free to, I apologize just kind of ahead of time. If this video is kind of boring and slow for you, just go ahead and fast forward to the end, or, whenever you want to, I don't know, just come back in and see me inking and giving tips. So I'm going to start, and first off, the pens that I use they're called, let's see, what are they called? Pigma Micron pens, and it's by the Sakura company, and they're made in Japan, I think, but I got them at just like an arts and crafts store. So, yeah, they work pretty well, and the one I'm going to be starting on using is the 00.5, or is it 0.005 millimeter, something like that. Anyway, it's going to be the smallest one they make, the smallest nib they make. So, excuse me. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. As you can see, I kind of already started a little bit, but that was just from a previous attempt at trying to film the video, and it failed. So, I usually like to start with the bangs, and when you ink, you want to be really careful not to mess up, and that, that's kind of obvious. You want to be careful not to, but especially, if you're inking around the hair, because a little mistake on the hair, it can be kind of hard to fix. So I think this is actually my other inking pen that doesn't work very well. So let's see, is this the right one? It should be much better. Okay. So, I'm just going very slowly. You don't want to really go really fast when you're inking, because then you might, smudge your ink, or something might mess up. And right now I'm trying to do about the same line width, the line thickness on each strand. I'll show you later how I go back and make the lines thicker to add depth and kind of almost shade the drawing, even though you're not exactly shading with inking pens, but it kind of works that way. It kind of gives dimension to the drawing. So let me just move a little closer, see if I can zoom in here. Don't mind me, I have a new tripod, so it's a lot smaller than my other one. I just got it for Christmas today, so so it's kind of hard to get used to. So anyway, I'm just kind of working somewhat quickly on some of them, and some of the lines on the hair. So gonna go very slowly around her head. Also around her ears. Hopefully I'm not covering up too much of what I'm doing. I made little strands to represent her fur for her cat ears. So I kind of have to add that to just a little bit of it to the with the ink. I'm just going to add a few strands with my inking pen, and I'm going to draw just a line to represent the other ear. I'm going to just do a few little lines here and there. Now let's go on to the eyebrows. I'm going to move this camera just a little bit to the side so I will be able to ink it a little bit easier. Inking is kind of a challenging part. It's very stressful for me because if I make a huge mistake, there's really nothing I can do to fix it. There are a few ways to kind of mask your mistakes, but a lot of times it's like if you make a mistake, you can't really cover it up that well. A few times I've tried to use like whiteout or just draw a thicker line in the place where I made the mistake, but it really is kind of difficult to ink without making like any mistakes. So that's why, like I said before, you have to be extra careful. Now I'm just going down to her other strands of her hair. I'm going to start on her eyes now. I'm going to change to my other inking pen. Still the same one, it's just a newer one. I do believe this is a newer one. So I'm just going to start on her eyes. Again, you want to be really careful to not make huge mistakes. In part 2 on inking, I'll show you more techniques on how to go over with a thicker inking pen and to add depth and shade. Just this part is just basically I'm just basically doing the outline of everything, and then on the next video I'm going to go over it again and just show you how to add depth and make your inked drawing really pop out. Okay, well, I am almost done with part 1. And, again, I apologize for the slowness of this video. But I hope this was helpful, and I will be back with part 2 very soon. Thanks for watching.